And we have shoes and fun. So yeah. So this was. I did go one video. It was like free, and I'm like I keep having late nights. I was like going to bed at like 1, and I still didn't even do this. But anyway, back to this. Um, I liked it. So I heard a bit about this and not too much beforehand. And I was actually intrigued. So this is, I think, the beginning of last year. Which, if you're curious, because technically this Marcel the Terrible Shoes on is a movie. Does it beat the movie for this one? Yeah. Which is uh the murder the Thursday Murder Club. No. I prefer the Thursday Murder Club because I think that's an interesting story. So it hasn't overthrown it. I haven't actually had a film that's actually overthrown the original one I've done, which would be fun when it does. Um, but yeah, I do like this. I do think this is interesting. But to get into the more stuff, I will need to. So one of the major parts of this is, even though all of this, rather than maybe 1 minute, is fictional, there are things that come up. It is documentary-esque. It is very much, how is these people? Oh, what were you like? How is it like living? And it's very much done in that documentary style, sort of like a mockumentary, but rather mocking a documentary. It is rather doing a story with a documentary aspect. It is just, here's a documentary, and here is some stuff that we're doing connected with the documentary. And because of that, I think it's really interesting. Definitely with some of the stuff that comes up. It's fun, it's interesting, and when you start to put together the pieces of what's going on, I think it's fun. Definitely when you see later on with some of the like stuff that comes up with the other family and then the people knowing them, and definitely the end scene of them being like, oh, they're together. I also think it's interesting that because at the beginning you just have two sort of shells, Marcel and sort of their grandparent, which overall I think is interesting. And when the grandparent, because the grandparent you see is old, uh, sort of dies, it's kind of giving that weight of like someone like someone that sort of like in the documentary built up as a real person, and then a real person dies, which is really interesting because you feel that loss. It makes the characters go, yeah, and just hold on that. I think it's really interesting in that way. So yeah. So yeah, I definitely think this is really good. It's really fun. And I definitely would like to see more films like this that take the documentary aspect. Yeah, I know there's mockumentaries that do it sort of like in a sarcastic way, but I love that this is just like, let's do a documentary, but magic exists, or like fantasy is an actual thing. Like a fantasy based, like, here was this person interviewing this person who is a fictitious person, would be interesting. Like this. This is really interesting because there is some things behind the scenes. I don't know a lot about it, so I'm not gonna bring it up. There's better people do that. But I liked it. I think it's really good. I would say it's just below that Thursday Night Murder Club. I just like the idea of a bunch of people, the fun story, the twists, the turns. But this is a close second. A close second. I think this is last year. I don't know. I might be an idiot, but I do hope you enjoy, and good night. I've got something. I was like, shoot, I keep forgetting to do this. But yeah, this is also today, but I hope you enjoyed this time for real this time, and good night.